going to show you how to draw facial features and just a portrait that looks like you. All right, so we are going to go ahead and share our screen. Okay, I think we got it. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Oh, sorry guys. All right, so this is officially lesson 1B. Okay, so we had lesson 1 last week where we taught you just the basics of drawing a portrait. All right, today what we're going to do is, here are our objectives. We are going to review what are representational self-portraits. Then we're going to have a demonstration. So how do we draw a head and face that looks like us? And then we'll have our activity time, so you'll get to draw with us. So we're going to focus on drawing our heads, our faces, and features. And then afterward, we'll get to share some of our struggles and successes, and then we'll talk about next week's lesson, okay? All right. So
let's review what are representational self-portraits. Now, if any of you remember from last week, we talked about both representational and non-representational. So let's focus this week on what representational means. And if anyone wants to raise their hand and fill in the blanks for us as to what a representational portrait is, please feel free to do so. Oh, I see a hand.
I think it's, who's that raising their hand?
Ask them to unmute.
Yeah.
Representational self-portrait is a portrait that looks realistic.
Good. And it looks realistic because it looks like the person that is making the portrait. So let's continue. Here's our definition. It's a representational self-portrait is an image of an artist created by that artist that looks like, can you guess, the artist? So here we have a contemporary artist who works today on self-portraits and portraiture. His name is Chuck Close, and he makes his features with little squares of color. Now, why does he do this? Mrs. Butler, you are a fan.
Yes.
So please explain to us what is Chuck Close's practice?
All right, so Chuck Close makes these massive, huge paintings. So they look small on screen, but they're actually really, really big. And he suffered an accident where he was paralyzed from the neck down to his feet. Okay, so he's in a wheelchair. And what he ends up doing is he only has mobility in his hands, and his hands only make this motion. It's like really tiny bit of motion, okay? The rest of his body cannot move. And so after the accident that he suffered, not only was he paralyzed, but his vision became a little blurry when it came down to recognizing faces. And so what he did was he invented this system, or almost like just practiced this system of grid enlargements. And so grid enlargements is when you take, say, a photograph of a person.
It's like this big.
A small photograph, and then you divide it into little tiny squares like a grid, and you blow it up really big, okay? And so he would focus on the portrait just by the little squares. And each square took him some time because remember, the only mobility that he had was in his hands, okay? He could only do this. And so he focused more on colors, and that is why you see it doesn't look exactly like him, but it makes an interesting effect once you see it from afar.
I want to show something for a second so people can visualize like what exactly you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
found
perfect.
it.
So,
and I'm just gonna play a little bit. This is an 11-minute video, but you guys can kind of figure it out on your own. But he works in these grids.
So where's the starting point for a painting for you?
When I finished the last one, my life is like I always said it's like painting the Brooklyn Bridge. When you get to the end, you have to go back to the other end and start over. You know, it's like the length of time that it takes me to make a painting, 3-4 months. It used to take as much as 12 or 14 months. You know, I'm going to be there for a while, and then when it's done, the next day, start a new one.
So with a new one, do you decide who you want to paint, or do you make a lot of photographs of different people, friends, and so on, and then decide from the photograph?
Yeah, I have lots of time while I'm working to think about what I want to do next, and during that.
Yeah, so that's it. I just wanted to show you guys that piece of just
and
how he was painting. You guys can take it over from there. That was it. I can share the link to that website in the chat so you guys could watch it on your own.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Yadaberry, for showing that.
It just goes to show you how with determination, practice, and resilience, you can do as much of painting and artistry as you want.
Okay, so now we are going to get into the next part of our lesson for today. All right, so how do we draw a head and face that looks like us?
Yeah, so let's talk about this, because last week we definitely did the basics on how to draw a face, but we didn't get into the nitty gritty of how different features are drawn in different ways. And part of this project is that we want you guys to identify yourselves and take a look at all the beautiful things that make you, you.
And so we're gonna give a little demonstration. You don't need to draw along with us for this part of the lesson, but we're gonna give you a demonstration on just drawing a head and face that may look like some of your features, okay? And then you'll get that time to draw along with us, and we'll help you out and guide you along the way. Okay?
Think of it like a resource sheet.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have different features shown here, like curly hair, straight hair, thin eyebrows, big eyebrows, different noses, different eyeballs and eye shapes. And you can come back and look at this.
Yeah.
We'll take pictures so you can look at it later and try to find things that are close to your features.
All right. So, oh, not that.
Oh, that's for later.
Yeah, that's for later. Sorry, guys. All right.
Our selfie Karen.
Okay. So here is what we're gonna start with is the different head shapes that we all have. Okay. So we know, so drawing a basic portrait, right? We know we start with an oval or egg shape. Some of us start off with a circle and then add kind of like a curve at the bottom for our chin, right? But me and Miss Avocado are going to show you a couple of different ways to draw your head shape.
I just put my hair back so you guys can see, like, we don't even have the same head shape. And we always get confused for being looking alike, which is so weird. I think it's just the glasses. But if you see, my chin comes out like this, and Mrs. Butler's chin has a nice slender raise this way.
Yeah.
So even when we look similar, we are not even exactly the same. And these little details we're going to focus on today.
All right. So you're going to start off with yours, and then
Yeah. Let's do
your head shape,
my head
mine.
and your head.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna start off with Miss Avocado. She's gonna show you drawing her head shape, okay? And how she goes about it.
So if you guys remember, I like to do multiple lines that make the round circle. My head, I don't know how to draw a perfect circle like one time, super skilled. No, I take my time and I make many lines to make a perfect circle. Because now you see on the grid, it looks very good. And then once I have that, I am going to, I like to cut down first, but maybe we should do it the way we did last week, which is we meet down here almost halfway at the circle, and we go down and we make our egg.
So some of you maybe want to work from I guess like a picture of yourself, or a selfie of yourself. So you want to have a selfie of yourself or a picture or a mirror by your side so you can look at your own features, so you can put them down on paper.
Yeah, so as you can see, this is just the basic egg, the little upside down egg that we like so much. But now, thank you, Mr. Yadaberry, for spotting us, because now I can see myself nice and big, and I can see that my chin is it has a little bit of a flat here, and then it goes up right here to my jaw. So I'm going to do that. So I have my flat chin. It's a strong chin.
Yeah.
Very dignified. And I'm just gonna cut right.
Right now, I see Jacob focus. I see Haley. She got a pencil in hand.
So if you guys see, I made a little corner right there.
I can also bring it a little closer so we can see. All right, friends. So notice how she made a little corner, right? It's a strong chin.
It's got a little round to it, but we're gonna do the round part when we get to the details. Right now, we just want to get the main shape. So here's my main shape. And look, I'm doing it dark so you guys can see, but take your time and use pencil lightly so that you can erase easily. I'm not worried about our erasers.
So it's important to note that as you're looking at your own face, okay, you try and look at that shape. It always helps me to sort of like trace the shape of my face.
Yeah, like we can't be touching our faces.
Yeah, I know.
COVID times, but also just wash your hands after the fact and just trace.
Oh, Isaiah's drawing his mom.
Mom.
Aww.
That's so sweet.
That is sweet. And then once I do that, I'm gonna cut
right down the middle.
Right down the middle. The same thing I did with the circle, multiple lines to make an averaged even line. And then my horizontal. Vertical, horizontal. I am ready for the next step. Oh wait, are we doing necks? We should do the neck.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about this too. Your neck is not in here. Okay? When we draw like anime characters and all
Have
those
tiny
cartoons, they got
necks.
those tiny necks with the big head and the big eyes. Kawaii. No, we're trying to get realistic, representational. Okay? You don't look crazy if you have your neck actually touching the ends of your jawline, which you can see here. I have right under where that cut is. I have it right here.
do that?
How do we do that? I'm gonna show you right now. So I look for that same space where my jaw meets the side of my face. And then I see that it's not right exactly under, it's just right next to it. Got it. And there's my neck.
So it's coming up right from the jaw, coming down, the jaw on the other side, and coming down.
You see? And it's straight. It's not
curvy.
It's not curvy. It's not going like this just yet. We don't do that.
Nope, we don't do that yet. We
It
make it
goes
straight.
Straight. Remember, you have bones. That's how you stay upright. We can't be flimsy.
All right.
Could we follow you guys now? Asked Kelly. Yeah.
We can.
Mrs. Butler's gonna do her face now, or at least the shape of her head. So you guys can start along with that, and then when we get to features, we want you guys to stop and watch us, so that we can continue. As long as you guys have what you need, they have what they need.
Yeah, their papers, their pencils, erasers. Just remember as you're following along, like we're drawing our faces, but I want you to draw your face, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you can use the photo of yourself, like Mr. Yadaberry mentioned, or you could also just take a look at yourself in the camera on Zoom, and you can kind of just trace out your face, okay?
Mm-hmm. So make sure you have those things that are necessary, because once we start going to the features, we're gonna take a moment to draw them here for you, like examples. And then from there, we want you guys to take and see which ones you need for your features, okay? Thumbs up, we're good?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So just like Miss Avocado, I'm going to start off with a circle, okay? I'm going to do many lines to get that circle. Made it a little square there. Give me
We're such different artists. You're so gentle. I'm just like, and
Alright.
she's so good with the paper.
All right, let me make it a little darker so that we can all see. All right, so here I have my circle, okay? Now, I have a bit more of a slender kind of face, so it comes in more and then curves very small at the bottom, okay, for my chin. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna come up from the half of my circle here on this side. And bring it in, very slender, then, okay. And then I'm going to do the same for the other side. Okay, that looks about right.
Oh, yes.
All right, so now I have my egg shape, okay? But now I'm looking more at my chin. My chin has like a little curve, okay? So I'm gonna make that little curve on the bottom and shape it out. You can see it, okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep looking, see if we have
And then-
questions.
I'm going to copy this slender part of my cheek, right? How it goes from the side of my head inward, okay? All right. Yeah. Okay. So now I have the shape of my face, the bottom half at least. And then I'm gonna go ahead and draw my cross down the middle.
Ooh, we got that in only a couple swoops. Nice.
And then nice.
Mhm.
Okay.
Maybe mine's is a little low.
That's okay. That's fine.
We'll fix it.
And then I'm going to add the lines for my neck. Okay. So coming down from here. Okay. And from here. So straight, straight. Great.
Okay. So now we're going
Notice the
to.
difference.
Yeah, we have different faces.
Oh, the struggle to make straight lines.
Oh yeah, see, look, I already commented that mine's is too low, so I'm gonna fix that right now. Because sometimes when you're looking and you're moving up and down from the page, it can get a little tricky. So it looks like it goes right here, actually.
Yeah.
Not too far.
All right.
Same.
So how is everyone doing? Do we feel ready for the next few steps, or
Mhm.
do we want some time? Okay, we have some thumbs
Okay.
up.
So the next step, which we want you guys to take a moment to watch, is the eye. All right. We have different eye shapes. Yours is more almond,
Mhm.
and mine is. I never know what mine is. Mine's is a more narrow shape and a heavier eyelid, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have like less of the eyelid.
I have more eyelid.
Okay.
But when I smile, I'm like,
All
So-
right.
let's
So-
take time to do that.
So narrower eyes.
Let's put eyes up here so we can see the different eye shapes. So eyes. Some common eye shapes are the almond, I
The
believe
lemon.
the lemon.
Yep, lemon, and then we do have like teardrop. I want to say, but they're like big here
Yes.
and then they come in.
Maybe that's what it is.
Teardrop.
I have a teardrop. I have a
Teardrop eye.
So let's do that. So the almond, which is the most common, is like this. You guys
Bring it
remember,
close, yeah.
we
Bring it
have our,
close.
forgive my names, we have the basic oval that we start with, and we start with this for every single shape.
We start
Okay.
with an oval for every single eye shape, okay?
So with the almond, because almonds look generically like the oval already, we just want to get our pupil, or our iris with our pupil, we'll do later, and then cut in the shape with our eyelids, because we all have eyelids. And then once that's done, we put our pupil in the middle. And if you want, you put your little reflective light right there. And remember, if you have color, like you're gonna end up doing this later, which is a little, almost like sun rays coming out of your iris around your, or your pupil, from your pupil to your iris. See?
Nice. We have a lot of people kind of just amazed, like, wow.
How you do that? So we're gonna go over it again, the basic shape we start with. So this is almond. Almond. Do you say almond or almond? Which one do you
Almond.
say? I say almond, like the L is silent.
Silent. So we start off with an oval, Kelly. Okay. So an oval first.
And then the lemon shape, which you guys, lemons have that wide round oval, but then they pinch at the sides, at both sides. So we're gonna do that. Let's put our iris in there. As you can see, it always touches the bottom. And then from there, we're going to make our lemon shape. What am I getting?
Adding lemons.
How do I know if my eyes are too low or too high? You see this line? They're gonna go in the middle.
So right on the line.
Remember, we want you guys to pause right now so you can see what shape you have first. Don't get cut off too quickly because we haven't put them in this, we haven't put them on our heads yet. Right now we're just showing shapes. Pause, slow down.
Almond.
Relax. So with our lemon goes like this. You see that round? It goes over a little bit. These are the people that you look at and you're like, oh my God, you have such big eyes. And they're like, I know. And then they have this little, the little lemon pinch right there. And then after that, we go like this. And then the same thing, pupil, reflective light, the rays that make your eye color.
See that again, Noah?
Noah's like,
I think I finished.
oh,
Oh, okay.
oh wow.
Okay.
Noah just needs to like come over and join the teacher
He
side
just
of
needs-
this.
No, Noah, like that's a little OD. All right. I don't
All right.
really know what to say yet.
We're speechless. We're speechless.
Again, I want to see it again. I want to see how much it resembles.
Put it up next to your face, Noah.
Yeah. Like hold it up right next to you, like a photo. Yep. Yeah, it
And-
does.
Okay.
Nice. You got the hair and everything.
That's
I want to talk about the eyebrows though, because your eyebrows look more like cut than mine, which is concerning for me. So we got almond and we got lemon. Okay, so lemon's got the little pinch on the sides.
So almond, a lemon, and then we have a teardrop.
Teardrop, which is what Miss Acevedo, well, Miss Avocado has. I have this narrow bit and then it goes whoop and around. So like a teardrop, we're going to do that. So what are we starting with? What do we always start with? You say oval.
An oval.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I don't mean to Dora the Explorer you, but I want to make sure you guys are getting this down. All right, so we start with the oval, same as always. And then from there, depending on which side it's on is where the pinch of your teardrop is gonna be. So I'll do the pinch of my teardrop going this way. All right, so it's almost like the pinch of the lemon, except it's only one side. And then from there, oh, I forgot my iris. Put that in there. And from there, it goes.
Haley wrote oval.
Oval, the explorer. And there we go. You see, it's kind of like.
And they talked about the eyelashes also.
Oh
they were
yes,
asking about the
we want the
eyelashes.
eyelashes. Okay, we'll do the eyelashes as well. Here's my reflection, my pupil, and my rays of color. All right, so almond lemon teardrop. I'm so glad I finally have the name for that because that's me. Okay, so let's talk about eyelashes because you guys love eyelashes.
Yes.
All right.
We all have them, long and short.
Yes, we do. We have our long and our short eyelashes, and with each one comes different motions of your pencil.
A new chance to draw almond, lemon, teardrop.
All right, so why don't we put them on our faces first because you guys want your eyes on your face now, right? So now knowing which one you have, would you like to do the honors?
Gotcha. Yeah.
You're going to start. I want you to try it because I know you
Yes,
like it when
I
I do
know.
it, but you can do it.
I know. All right. So first, we're gonna identify which eye shape we have. So I hope as you were watching that you get to know which eye shape you have. So we have almond, lemon, and teardrop, right? So I have more of an almond shape for my eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them right on to my face, okay? So let's start, I like to start with this side, okay? So first, we do an oval in the middle, okay? We all have an oval in the middle. It's an eye space in between, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So one oval in the middle. I don't have an eye in the middle of my head. All right. And then here, I'm going to draw my oval for my eye. All right. Then I'll draw my iris. This avocado knows that I'm working on eyes. Eyes are a struggle for me.
She can do it though.
Here is my eyelid. Right? Okay. How am I doing so far? Pretty good? Good? All right. And then let's see. Dark in the center. And then I'll do sun rays all around. Okay. Nice.
Nice.
Eye. All right.
Noah said the oval in the middle is like the third eye. Your third eye should not be that low. That would mean you are unbalanced. It should be right up here, Mr.
It
Wisdom.
could be my third eye. Let me draw my other eye here. Trying to get them as similar as can be, but we all know we have differences in our faces. All right. Okay.
Try to pinch it more. Mhm. Yeah, there you go.
Got it. Okay. Now, I'm going to draw my this pupil in the middle. Okay. Cool. Making my eyelid. Okay. Dark center.
Haley said, "My eyes look like they are from an animated Disney movie." That's the perfect amount of no space in the middle. Hello. It is, Noah. And Haley, if your eyes look like they're out of a Disney movie, then you're exaggerating too much on your features. Now, this is okay if we are doing animation, because sometimes animation is representative. It is.
Look at my eyes.
But practice. Okay?
Okay.
Try to focus on making them just the right size on your face. Okay? Maybe if I add underlines, then it will help. It will, because remember, you have eyelids,
And then we have the,
and your eyelids hold your eye in. We don't look like this.
yeah. There is that crease, that line underneath. I think you can see it. Yeah. This
Mhm.
line underneath. So
And
that's
the
good
one-
to add.
And the one above, which makes the eyelid. Sometimes we can't see it, but it's there. And I'll show you guys too. So Mrs. Butler has her line already, because the almond has a very nice even amount of the lid
Mhm.
present from the oval. Her eyelids are right there.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't make it as round. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
It looks good. All right.
Okay.
Now my turn. I have quite a broad face. I do. Okay, so you see I'm right here, and then my teardrops are here.
So it looks like a mannequin.
It looks like a mannequin. Stop it!
Oh, we're gonna talk about hair. I know some of you are asking about how to draw bangs.
It's a lot to focus on. Today's we're taking our time so we can talk about all the different features. So we're probably gonna go till 2:30. That's okay.
That's okay.
Oh, the people with glasses want to know how you gonna put glasses on these peoples.
That's something
That's
that we're
my
gonna talk about. Yeah.
favorite. So we're gonna get there. Okay, leave the glasses for last. Like the same, like we're doing glasses after we do hair, eyebrows. Okay, because you're not born with glasses. We want to get the features you're born with first, and then we'll move on to the character. You know, our style points. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I call them. The style point features.
I like that. Nice ovals.
Thank you. I always like to do my ovals before I pick which side I go on, because I have a thing with like
With the eyes.
with the eyes. So my ovals, you see they touch on the edges. And yes, you always have this space on the side of your face. If you didn't notice, look at this. Look at all this space. My eyes aren't all the way over here. They're right here in the middle.
Middle of
my
your
head.
face. Yep.
All right, so we finally knew what Miss Avocado has for eyes, which is the teardrop.
Teardrops.
I have that nice little point on the inside, and then it rounds around. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put my iris, which, as you can see, mine goes right over the line, and the majority of it is below.
Bring it over close.
Yeah, sure. So our full eye is halfway through, but our iris, because it hangs at the bottom, is just a little bit above the line, and then the rest is below. So now I'm going to do my teardrop. I'm going to do my crease on both sides, and then I swoop it.
No, you're right. The pupil can be a little a little horrifying.
You know, it gives me like Android vibes.
Yeah, it does right now. Yeah, especially how they look right now. They look like
Yeah, it gives me very Android mannequin vibes. It's cool. It's like a creepy anime.
iRobot vibes.
iRobot.
You're taking over the planet. I promise, guys, I'm not an android. I cry too much.
Nice eyes.
Thank you. So yes, now I have my pupil, my reflective light.
Like all in your personal space.
It's okay. We've been in each other's personal space for years. It's not gonna change.
So she's adding the sun rays.
My sun
around her
rays,
eyes.
yes. Would we like to do eyelashes? I'm pretty sure we've been waiting
Yes.
long enough. Okay,
Eyelashes.
I made you put your eyes on your head before we did our eyelashes. So let me zoom in real quick so you can see mine. I have little eyelashes. Like you see that little flick right there? That's as much as you're gonna get without makeup on. Just a little flick. Some people naturally have very long eyelashes, but that's very rare. And so you want to make sure you capture the shape of your eyelids. Sometimes it's also very beautiful if your eyelids are straight, because when you bat your eyes, they just fall so
Like a
elegantly,
fan.
like a fan. So I'm going to capture this little curve of my eyelid. And one way that I do that is that I look with one eye, I look into the camera or my selfie, and I see, okay, they curve like that. So, what is so funny to you, Mr. Otterberry?
It's so funny. The other picture looks like something from a horror 18+ movie.
Oh my gosh.
And they said anime is definitely easier than this.
Oh yes, anime is
Way easier.
way easier. All right, so I'm going to start. Let's get real close there. I'm going to start on the outer side, and I'm going to just, from this top line here, I'm going to touch and flick, touch and flick, 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 flick. Mine are not going up and out. Mine go down and out.
Kelly has a question.
What's your question, Kelly?
I don't know how to draw eyelashes at all, but like even if like I watch tutorials almost every day and I still can't get it, I don't know why, but like every time I look at my eyelashes, they're long, but I don't know how to draw them.
Okay, well then it's gonna take some time. I think the best way to show you is without an eye. It's just like, let's say this is your, let's say that's your eyelid line. If you have, Kelly, do you have eyelashes that go up or down?
Yeah, up.
They go up. So then so they all have this wisp motion, which goes like this. Like you touch this point and then you go whoop. You have pressure at the bottom and then you let go. Let go, let go. Oh, that one came out kind of crooked. And if your eyelashes go up, it's easier to see them as you go. But for me, my eyelashes go down, so it becomes like this. But if they go up,
Yeah.
it's like it's a very quick motion of pressure and then release. Pressure, release. My pencil is down, and then I open it. Where are you, Kelly? Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Kelly. Oh. Wait. We have to take
Kelly.
spotlight.
There we.
You see it now?
I can see now.
The second one.
That's the second one.
Yeah, the second one.
Okay,
Come out more.
they do come out more. But remember, which direction are they going out? If they shouldn't be going this way. They should be going out because they fan out to protect your eye.
So like this way.
Yeah, so from the corner they go out. And then as you come in, they change direction, and that's when you can go the opposite way.
Are you guys able to see the two spotlights at once right now?
No.
No. Oh. I don't know why that doesn't work.
I think it's on speaker view because it's like transitioning when other people are talking.
Oh, but you don't see two spotlights at once. You don't see Kelly and Mrs. Osborne.
No, I don't think that's possible yet in Zoom.
Oh.
We did it before.
Yeah, we had, but I don't remember how we did it.
I'm doing the same thing, but for some reason, so Ariana sees it. I think it might be like some Zoom are updated to see it, and some are not.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, anyways, I hope this answered your question, Kelly.
Is it better? The last one?
Yes.
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 So you understand it's going from one point and then out.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
see, when you're at this side, it goes out this way. When you're at this side, it goes out this way. And once you get to the middle, they'll start to combine going the opposite way.
Yeah.
They look like some
Gosh.
pulses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, mine go down.
That way.
And then my little ones, which you cannot really notice, they just go like, they're just a little bit out like that. I have some weird long ones at the end. And there we go.
Nice.
Mrs. Butler is going to show you her features now.
All right. So with mine, I have. It's a little hard to tell. Oh, wait. Let me get this. See. Oh, I can't see mine. Wait. Okay. So with mine, they're kind of short. Well, they are short, and they go downward, and have just like a tiny like flick upward. So very similar to yours, like.
Actually, you have thicker ones that are just straight.
They just do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So when she bats her eyes, she's very fluttery.
All right. So let's see. Straight down. Little.
Oh, here's the eraser. While she does that, I'm gonna erase my third eye in the middle right there. That'll be it.
These short little ones. You can see them here. Looks kind of like a curtain over my eyes.
It does.
Oh my god, I have like a little curtain.
Let me also, I just realized I didn't do my eyelids.
Okay. Very, very. Okay, so yeah, very different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kind of very short. ones.
Yeah, but they have this nice thickness to them, so like I would.
Yeah. Like they have a shadow.
Yeah.
Very thick shadow. Okay.
All right. So even if your eyelids are straight, you want to give them, that life of that flick, because that's what's gonna make them fan. Okay. So now we're on to the next thing, which is the nose. So when you guys are done with your eyelashes, give me a thumbs up and we'll be ready to go. Or better yet, write done in the chat.
We got potatoes. Some people have created potatoes. Some people are not done yet.
Haley said done, done, done.
Yo, Pena, let me see what you got over there, girl. What you
Okay.
working on? Let me see what you're working on, Pena.
Steven said done.
Oh, Pena, let's go, girl. That looks amazing.
Oh, yes.
That's pretty good. Can you hold it still? I want to take a screenshot real quick.
Let me grab it.
Yeah. Just all right, hold this still right there. All right. Thank you.
Amali says, mine reminds me of a mix of my mom and older sister. That's probably because you guys have similar features. So yeah, that would happen. Jacob is complimenting Ariana.
Some people want to show off where they're at. Yes. Jacob, I'll spotlight you while some people finish up. Okay, I see yours, Jacob. And let me see Candace. I like yours, Jacob.
I tried to make it look as close as possible to me. I'm
Okay.
drawing my
Okay.
mom, but I still feel like it does. It's like it looks like a different.
Jacob, you know what I'm gonna say to you? You could give yourself a little bit more of a hairline on your paper. You got a better hairline than that. Come on, bro.
Also, we need to talk about how your nose is the bridge of your nose is going in
Yeah.
the eyebrow. That's not exactly what you look like.
Okay.
Right.
You
Let me
have a
see yours,
lovely
Candace.
nose too. We have to capture the nose.
Let me see yours, Candace.
You guys have the same nose, so you guys will.
I'm just drawing my mom.
Oh, you're drawing your mom. Oh, let me see.
I
Oh,
love
that's
how everyone is drawing their mother. Like
that's nice.
that is
I like
your
it.
muse. That was my muse too for a while.
Yeah, drawing mommy.
All right.
So we've done our eyes, our different eyes, our almond, our lemon, our teardrop. We have the different wisps of eyelashes. Many of us like to draw these big, fabulous eyelashes, but we should also remember that our basic features are necessary to show who we are. And so some of us have a down wisp and some of us have a straight down. Some of us, I'm sure, even have one that is straightened up like that. You can see it. Oh, you can't.
Noah said, "How do you make boy eyelashes?"
Sometimes boys have the better eyelashes. I can't
Yeah.
help.
Sometimes boy eyelashes look
Sometimes
like that.
boy eyelashes look like fall season. It's not fair.
And they don't deserve them.
Thank you.
Wow.
Sometimes boys.
This is not what your neighborhood united is about. Bashing boys. We're not gonna do that in our eyelashes.
Bashing, I apologize, boys.
Jealous.
Quite frankly, we are a little jealous because
little
we have
jealous.
to get glamnetics. Look how fabulous that you look all the time.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Ryan wanted to show something really bad. So Ryan, show it real quick before we move on. She's saying she did hers digitally because she's not as good as.
Let's see, Ryan.
Yes, please. Oh my god.
Wait, I don't see it. Where is it?
Look at my screen.
Let's spot.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right.
Spotlight. Yep. Look. Yes, Ryan.
Oh
Right,
my-
Ryan, hold it there. Okay, I see you. All right, you gotta put the glasses on this girl.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I have contacts.
Well, I have contacts now.
No, you got contacts now. You fancy.
We're gonna move to the nose. Which
All right.
you want to do?
Yeah. So there are actually a couple of different noses, and there are some funny names for them. Okay. So we have the standard nose, which is the one that we did last week, with the 3 circles. Okay.
Wait, that's not an M. Noses.
Yeah. So I'll maybe draw them like down the middle.
Yeah.
All right, so we started with a pretty big circle. Well, a medium circle. Okay, for that nose. Okay, and then we had smaller circles kind of touching along the ends, so they're a little bit lower. Okay, like so. Try and make them as even on both sides. Okay. So that's one way to start off a nose. Okay, we're gonna round out for our nostrils here. Okay. And then here we're adding a little oval and then curving downward. Curving downward and add a little oval. Okay, and then we erase like parts of the nose. We only leave certain parts or certain lines.
Bring it up, guys, so you can see.
Okay, so oh, I had the wrong side of the pencil. All right, so we curve. Okay, this is maybe like a light line, and then we have the bridge of our nose. Okay, so that's the first part of our nose. Oh, I gotta erase that. We don't need that anymore. All right, so this is a pretty standard kind of nose. Okay. Not gonna erase all the lines, but there we go. Okay. So that is a standard nose, but then we have another one, okay? And we start off with a kind of like an oval, okay? And it does look like an ice cream cone in parentheses. So here it goes. So here's our oval, and then we bring it in with a little cone. Okay. We add the parentheses here. Parentheses there. Okay. And so here, kind of like adding the shape of the nostril. Yeah.
Is that your nose?
I think so.
Because you have that little
Yeah.
button that goes dips up. Yeah, so there's different noses, you guys, and for this one, if you have a little like a button nose that kind of dips up a little bit, this will be good for you.
Yep. And then once you have it, you're going to just kind of erase the lines you don't need.
But you do have that little line.
Yeah. The little
It's cute.
the little line up
It's
there.
very cute.
And so this kind of becomes your rounded part. This is where your nostril goes. Nostril pretty even there. Okay. And so that's a whole other type of nose. So we have our standard nose, our like ice cream cone in parentheses nose. And then we have another one where it is just an oval.
Is this our broad nose?
Yeah.
Nice.
We have very small, like nostril, small nostril. And then here we spend our time kind of just adding. There's a wider nose, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we erase what we don't need, which we don't need a lot of that.
Okay, so now that you guys have the end of your noses, the different ones, we have standard, what we call it, button?
Yeah.
Button.
Button nose.
Button nose.
And then like a wide.
Wide or broad nose.
Yeah.
Okay, standard, button, and wide. Now, when we start to draw it on your face, that's when a different part comes into play, which is your bridge.
Yeah.
Because the bridge of your nose, you can have the bottom the same as someone else, but the bridge will be different, which is this part right here. Are we talking about damn girl? Leave Monokuma.
They're talking about anime.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Leave Monokuma
Alone.
alone.
Can you show us the first nose again?
The first nose? Yes.
This one, the standard. Well, do either of us have that?
No.
So we can start on the face? No. Which one do I have?
I feel like yours is a little bit of the button, except you don't have like the line up there. It's a bit more like the line kind of goes like this.
I feel like it's a combination between them.
Yeah. So it's a mix. Yours is
Okay.
a mix. Yeah.
Let's do the standard again. So the standard is
The
circle,
circle in the middle.
you know, a round circle, not an oval,
Yep. Round circle.
with two little circles.
Yep. 2 little circles on this side.
And then you trace
Kind of like that bottom.
the bottom, which is the bottom, and connect it to
Yeah, and you darken it.
circles and then parentheses.
Yeah, parentheses. So parentheses. It's a different nose.
And then you erase the sides of the circles. And from there, you do your bridge.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna try it on another page of paper before I put it on my face.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so now let's talk about how it fits on your face. This is where we're going to talk about the bridge, because your bridge is different. Like Mrs. Butler's is way different from mine.
All right.
So when you look at the front of someone's face, you can't necessarily know like how the bridge is. We all have this like little ridge here. That's where the skull meets the cartilage.
Yeah,
because your nose is squishy and soft at one part and then solid on the other. So where that meets is the bridge. When I look straight, my bridge is all the way up here in the center where my eyes are, and then it comes down like a triangle like that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna draw my bridge, which is a point right here. It's like a triangle.
Yeah.
The top of a triangle. And once I have the top of my triangle, I'm going to make the bottom where my nose will be, which is right about here.
Yeah. It's like, see how you put this? Yeah. Those several lines? Yeah. It's about there.
All right. Yes, your nose is that long. Stop putting it all the way up here. So once I have the bottom of my triangle and the top of my triangle, I am going to do exactly one of these, which for me, Mrs. Butler says it's a combination between the wide and the button. So I'm going to do the oval.
Yeah.
Right above my line.
Because you have nostrils, you have that space.
I do have the nostrils, and then I guess I have this point where the button is, but with a wide thing. So I'm going to
Yep.
do that.
You got it.
And then from there,
You have your parentheses.
my parentheses. Thank you. Where are my parentheses? Oh,
Your
like-
parentheses are more.
they're like they go over.
Yeah.
So they go over into the oval. So I'm going to. And then they touch the line at the bottom. And now I'm going to make my triangle. This is where the eraser comes in. So I get rid of my oval.
And your line in the middle.
and my line in the middle. You get rid of the edge of the oval where they touch. And I
It's
connect.
a beautiful nose. That is a beautiful nose.
Thank you. I actually think it's a little broader than that.
This way.
Like
Yeah.
right here.
Yep.
So you see, as I go, I'm fixing my nose because when you do the bridge of your nose, it's going to connect to your eyebrows. And my eyebrows are here, they're not all the way in here. So I had to widen out my bridge just a little bit. You see right there? And then I put a line for where my eyebrows will be. I'm not doing my eyebrows yet. I just want to see where they are. Thank you.
All right. So now looking at mine, right, where my bridge of my nose is, it's a little wider, just a little bit. And then it kind of fans down to meet the bottom of my nose. So my nose is more of like the button. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same to Miss Avocado. All right. And then I'm going to add my points. Then looking, they kind of come into where my oval is, and then a little further down. So right about
Yeah.
here. And then right about here. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and darken right where my nostrils are and come down. Darken where my nostrils are and come down. Okay. Then for the bridge, actually come this way. And then up this way.
Alright, so Mrs. Butler is showing you her bridge. So we showed that I had a combo between button and wide. Mrs. Butler has a perfect little button nose. And so she used the reference of the button to create her nose, her bridge, and where her eye is. Yep.
All right. And so I can go and start erasing my line in the middle, lines where they touch. I think I could come in a little bit more here. All right. Little nose.
Yep.
Great.
Just out of curiosity, which one of you has a button nose?
Who has a button nose? Oh yeah, and Kelly said don't forget the ears. We won't. We got you.
Oh no, we're gonna get to that.
Question is from Celine.
Is a straight line in the bridge, but when it reaches the soft part of the nose, it curves out. For example, looks like a D leaning back.
Oh, like
Oh,
okay.
that's, I think,
A little bit more of this.
it's
one.
a higher triangle within the button
Yeah.
because it goes up like this.
So let me draw
Yeah,
that
put it
here. Yeah. So you would do your oval. Okay. Then you might, instead of having it be kind of like a wide triangle where the point is about here, you want to come
And make it
like down. Yeah.
a taller triangle.
Yeah. Oh. It's like, what did I do?
It's okay. It's because we're sideways.
Yeah. So you want to add that, and then depending on where your nostrils meet that oval, that like soft part.
If you have a high triangle under here, a lot of your nostrils will be under the oval.
Yeah.
So they would go probably right there. And you can draw a little circle depending on how much they show.
And then you can start to shape.
You want to do?
So you can start to shape where it goes.
And so the triangle traces out like it curves to trace the top of your nostril, and then your parenthesis would trace the bottom.
Yeah. Kind of like a perfect like swirl.
Mm-hmm.
Well, made a line I didn't want.
Okay.
All right.
And then you would have, like the button, you would have that little round of the oval show. And then you would erase the oval. And there you go. And from there, the bridge would go straight up. Does that make sense, everyone? All right. So let me look at the time. We are running really short on time because we want to make sure you guys have every option in details and features as possible. So yes, so many noses, Haley.
So many noses.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pause
Pause.
here, and we'll have a part C
Yeah.
after the break. I know this is a lot, but we want you guys to make sure you have all your features, okay? So with that said, we're gonna put a pause button on this.
So today we did a really good job focusing on just what our head shapes look like, right?
Our jawline and chin, and then we had
Our eyes and eyelashes, and then we focused on the nose. So the next class, we will focus more on hair, lips, and then glasses and eyebrows, okay?
All right. Just to answer some of your questions, yes, we are taking Christmas and New Year's off. So if anything, practice these sketches. If you don't want to do the whole head, that's okay. A lot of artists who do portraits only do specific features at a time sometimes so that they can really get the hang of it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just gonna take a picture.
Yes, and we could also take a picture and send it, similar to how we send you the message to remind you about classes. We can also send you an email with
these images.
These
yes.
images and what we worked on today, okay?
Now, for some of you who are drawing your mom or your dad or whoever, that's very sweet. And we want you to be able to do portraits as a total. But we also really would love it if you start to practice on your own features. All right? We want you guys to really capture you and everything about you. Okay? This is a self-portrait unit and project.
Yeah.
So if you want to practice on other people, great. But also take the next couple weeks to practice your features. Get to know yourself. You are your best Betty.
All right, friends. So we'll definitely take a picture of this and have it sent to you. And we'll maybe add some like notes just to help you out as you practice over the break, okay?
Miss Kanye.
Oh, it's okay. Yes.
Miss Butler, that yours looks good, but I feel like the eye is not really your eye. I feel like your eye is more, how I say it, like more lemony.
More lemony?
Yeah.
Huh. What do you think?
I think you have an. I think you have no. I think you have an almond.
It's like a mix of like
With
a
a
lemon
pinch of
and
a lemon.
A
Yeah.
pinch of a lemon.
She has
Okay.
the. She has this inside,
yeah,
the
okay.
crease inside for the lemon, but then the almond rounds.
So, oh, busted was probably yes. No, I appreciate the feedback. Yes, because so Miss Avocado knows this. Eyes are a bit of a struggle for me. So we all have things that we kind of struggle with. Mine is eyes for sure. So I'm definitely gonna work on that more.
Also, take in mind, and we're gonna get a little deep here. When you do self-portraits, as much as we want to be our own best friend, we are also our greatest critic.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is that we take ourselves and we critique every little aspect of ourselves, and that's why sometimes we exaggerate and we become anime characters because we want our most ideal. But what I really want from you guys is your true self, and so I'm asking you to dig deep and to really take a look at yourself and get to know your features, because despite what you believe, they are some of the greatest aspects of you. Okay?
Yeah.
Please remember that. I have a hand raised. Sally.
Yes.
What's